Hello guys, so I have read my morning book on copywriting. So what I have learned, I'm just about to discuss that what I am gone through. Okay, so first thing I learned in the book that by the way, it was the first chapter, the 19th chapter, the psychological trigger. Okay, so what I have learned, the first topic was that feeling of involvement or ownership. Okay, let me discuss what I learned. The first was the feeling of ownership and in ownership or and involvement. Okay, so what was that? Let me discuss it. It's taking time. So what was that? That in that chapter, one thing I learned that when you are writing copy, na, make your readers involved in your copy. Ask them questions, ask them to do any activities, make them involved in your copy. And the second thing, that make them feel that they are using that copy, they are using your like a product like this pen. Okay, so make your audience or reader feel that they are using this pen, right, in that way that they are using that pen. So this was the first topic I have learned. The second one was honesty. Yeah, it's quite obvious and interesting that if you are not honest, audience can feel it. They understand. They know they are smarter than what you think. They are quite. They are that's smarter than what you and your whole marketers think. They are very smart. They can feel. They can sense that whether you are telling truth or not. So just try to be honest. Whatever you are, whatever the fault of your product, just say it and then describe it. That it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Okay, so it don't matter too much. The matter, and then prove it that why they don't matter and what is matter at this time. But try to be honest in your copy. If you are honest, they will admire it, and you will get success eventually. That's the point. Okay, uh, third point I learned is that integrity. The integrity is what, that when you are writing your copy, are you using too much cliches? Are you using too much big headlines, like underline all the elements, or underline big some elements, and then big pictures, exaggerating pictures, lot, like it seems that you are shouting, your copy is shouting, buy, 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 like this. So if you are doing all these things, you are not building integrity. If you are honest, you are building integrity. And if you and honest plus all these things, like don't use cliches, don't use big headlines, like headlines should be big, not too much big, but big words, capital, or big caps, and underline all the things, big pictures, like exaggerating it. Okay, yeah, it should like you are exaggerating all the things. So don't do this in your copy if you want to build integrity in your copy. The fourth thing is credibility. Credibility is quite important, and it's just obvious that if your copy is not, if you are not incredible, or if you are not credible, credible, yes, credible. So if you're not credible, why they will buy from you? Okay, na. So credible is what, that you are selling any product, any $40 product on $5. Okay, so why they'll trust on you? You have to prove it that yes, why I'm selling it on $5 or $10 maybe. Okay, and credibility is also depend on the company, or on environment. Like if I give you Sony product or Sony camera and any other camera on the same price, which one will you buy? Obviously you will buy which one? Sony camera. Okay, so that depends on credibility. It depends on the environment, that how you write. So if you want to create credibility, create environment, that type of environment in your copy, like be honest in integrity, and make them feel ownership. All these things depends, then you will build credibility. And the last thing, is that value, and then proof of value. Give them value. No one likes to be someone who is being, like who is being, what to say, who is being like robbed, or who is being just what to say, what word I have learned, that who is being taken advantage. So no one like to be that. Okay, if you buy something, then you think that, am I getting the right value of the money I have paid? You will think definitely. So what you have to do, you have to give the value and then the proof of the value. Suppose not, it's not support, it's a human tendency that you buy on emotionally. You buy emotionally, and then you will just justify it logically. So use emotional triggers. Let them buy emotionally, but then justify the value, that justify that you are giving value. And it should be giving value, and then prove it that you are giving value. So that's all I have learned from today's reading section, and we'll discuss tomorrow the same, that what I learned in the book sections. Okay, so that's all from my side. Will you meet tomorrow again? Okay, bye bye, see ya.